Good afternoon, Giants. Coming up on this week's UpRoar is that time of the year again. Time up and ahead for next year's school courses and prepare for registration.
That's right, and our very own William Day spotlights the art program here at West Florida.
Yesterday was Martin Luther King Jr. Day, and we pay tribute to his passionate dedication to service.
All this and more, the UpRoar.
Welcome back from the long weekend, Giants. I'm Kendrick.
And I'm Duke. Yesterday was MLK Day, but the fight to make his birthday a federal holiday took 32 years and plenty of campaigning. King's birthday was finally approved as a federal holiday in 1983, and all 50 states made it a state government holiday by 2000. On this day, we honor Dr. King's dedication to making a positive difference through service.
If you want to be important, wonderful. If you want to be recognized, wonderful. If you want to be great, wonderful. But recognize that he who is greatest among you shall be your servant. That's a new definition of greatness. By giving that definition of greatness, it means that everybody can be great. Because everybody can serve.
I was one of 4 6-year-old children, girls, to integrate the public school system here in New Orleans in 1960. When I look at the Norman Rockwell painting and I see myself, I always say that the lesson I took away was a lesson that Dr. King tried to teach all of us. And that was that we should never look at a person and judge them by the color of their skin. I crossed a picket line, a mob every day for a whole year. There was a woman there to greet me. She did everything she could to make my day fun. She not only taught me, but she read stories to me. We played games. I knew that if I got past the mob and inside of the building, I was going to have a great day. And it was because of her. So she showed me her heart. And I began to realize that there was no way she was like the people outside. I couldn't judge her the same way. And so I believe at that moment, I learned the lesson that Dr. King died trying to teach us.
My father said an individual has not started to live until he or she can rise above the narrow confines of his or her individualistic concerns to the broader concerns of humanity. He would certainly applaud the fact that our nation has set aside a day where we can become more other-centered rather than self-centered and really focus on the broader concerns of humanity, because that's really the person that he was and the way that he lived. Nothing's insignificant. As you're celebrating the King Day, remember you are important, you're significant, and you have something that you can offer to make humanity a better place.
Hopefully we can all make service to others a priority. And speaking of service, those in the medical field serve others every day. Our West Florida Jazz chapter host will be hosting an annual regional spring conference this Saturday from 7 a.m. to 3 p.m. Over 600 high school students, advisors, chaperones, and judges will be in attendance.
Today, students attended assemblies to cover next year's registration process. Don't forget that there will be a new course offering called Dual Enrollment College Success, which is a semester course for seniors. Students will need to have your courses ready to be selected by Thursday, January 18th for registration day.
Several other events are happening this Thursday. Senior cap and gown photos will be taken on campus. Seniors need to sign up using the link on the campus classroom.
Also, on Thursday, a mandatory meeting for all prospective and returning football players will be held in the South Auditorium at 3:30 p.m. A football parent meeting will be held later that evening at 6:30. Also, in the South Auditorium, off-season workouts and 2024 expectations will be discussed.
With registration coming up this week, reporter William Day takes a closer look at one of the many electives West Florida has to offer, art.
Today, we're here to interview Miss Matisse and her students about art and why it's important.
Well, we are cultivating creative problem solvers. We do sculpture, painting, drawing, mixed media, photography.
Art class is relatively chill in comparison to a lot of the other classes. Instead of, being tired, just having to write notes all day or whatever in a class, I spend it making art with my friends and stuff, and we get to chat, and it's nice.
Honestly, I like the vibes. Got some good vibes in there. Love doing some art with the teacher. She's great.
It's really nice. It's like a safe space to express yourself and bounce ideas off of others to help take your work to another level, and Miss Matisse, she'll help you with anything that you need.
I really like it, actually. It's a nice change of pace from some art classes I took in middle school. It's very time-based, like we're always doing something, but it's really nice.
Art is a very interesting class that shows what people can work on, see their imaginations, things they can do without the art. And we use balance, variety, pattern, color, shapes, value, lines, and forms, and space, and texture to make amazing art piece. W class.
Would you like to talk about your art piece?
I think it speaks for itself. Too late.
I got a couple, yeah.
What can you tell us about this art piece?
This is an object study that we're working on for Art 3 Honors, which is me and John. Hey, West Floridian, do you like my art piece? Make sure to vote on UpWork Plus.
This is just my sketchbook. I really like playing around with mixed media and just using different materials, so that's why this one was really fun. Because I use coffee stain, paint, stamps. It's this one I had a lot of fun with because it was more experimenting with different materials.
So right now my favorite project that we've done has been the mannequin, and we've been learning about how to draw the human form. So we had to learn how to draw all the shapes and different shading techniques. She also makes us do 4 designs for every project we do. So this gives us time to experiment with the shapes, see how they play well together, and practice drawing the figure.
Art is important because we're creating creative problem-solving skills. The work industry is looking for more creative problem solvers than they've had in the past because we've got new questions and unsolved problems, and we need more creativity in the world.
Hi, I'm Ayla with This Week in History. Looking back, on January 15th in 1929, Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. was born, and in 2001, Wikipedia launched for the first time. On January 16th, Prohibition takes effect in 1919, and the Gulf War began back in 1991. On January 17th, the PGA was formed, and in 1916, the first Corvette prototype was unveiled in New York, 1953. The poet and author Edgar Allan Poe was born on January 19th, 1809, while production for the hit animated movie Toy Story began in 1993. And last but not least, who could forget the first confirmed case of COVID-19 in the U.S. happened on January 20th, 2020. And that's it for This Week in History.
We've had plenty of winter sports action happen over the break. Catch us up on what's been happening.
That's right. Our Jags have been busy with lots of basketball and soccer action over the last several weeks, so let's get right to it. We'll start off with boys basketball, who started the season off strong but has hit a rough patch lately, losing the last 5 out of 6 games as of this recording. With a record of 8-7, this team is hoping to finish the season strong and earn a shot in the playoffs with upcoming games at PHS today, home versus Pine Forest on Thursday, and at Destin on Friday. The Lady Jags basketball team have won 3 of the last 5, but had a tough loss to Washington last Thursday. The record is 7-10 heading into the home stretch with upcoming games at PHS today and home versus Pine Forest on Thursday. On to girls soccer, who have struggled a bit this year with a record of 2-6-1. However, one of those was a blowout win against Pine Forest, beating them 10-0. Only 2 regular season games remain, and they're against stiff competition on the road at Gulf Breeze today and at Escambia on Friday. And finally, the boys soccer team remains unbeaten in district play with an overall record of 6-5-2. They hope to finish the season strong with home games against Washington on Thursday and Fort Walton Beach on Saturday. Good luck to all our winter sports teams as they prepare for the playoffs, and spring sports are just around the corner. Go Jags.
Well, that's all we have for today, Jags. From all of us at UpRoar Media, have a great day.
Have a wonderful day, Jags.